rolling. Rolling. Mic check. Mic check. Thanks. Huh? No, I'm gonna pass the mic back. Yeah. All right. Here we go. I know him. I mean, yeah, man. So we good. Because people can hear us in the mic. I was just talking in the mic. But no, what's good, people? It's your boy, Coach Mike here, Brand Talk Podcast. We here on Father's Day. I'm here with the family, as y'all can see, they in the back. I'm here with the male role model in my life and also the greatest father in the world, Mike Sawyer Sr. himself. Here with me today. I figured what better day than to bring my dad on the podcast today on Father's Day. But what's up, Dad? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you feel?
We all good, man. We all good in the hood. But I just wanted to do a Q&A with my dad today. So a couple questions for you, Dad. What does Father's Day mean to you?
Father's Day to me, man, let me take that. It's about spending time with family, man. I'm big on family. I love my family. It's like I said, that's just me. I love family. I love it.
I got you. You cut it up. It says on there. No, you definitely you said family. Family. You always instilled that in us early. I think you that's something you was always big on. Whether it was we was meeting a new cousin every other week or or something, man. Or you was telling us that we had a different family member. Because it was like that was the most important thing, and you always told us, send everybody a text message in the family, call, text, call, just something, but that's something you was huge.
Even the whole old heads of the family, they in the text message, send them a text message.
Absolutely. And then what would you say, just to talk a little bit about your dad, like what was like kind of the earliest memories of your dad, and kind of that situation?
To be honest, it's not much. Like I said, my father was early on. My father had, no problem. Like I'm sure, like a lot of other people did. He had a little drinking problem, but relationship was okay. I always kept that door open because he was my dad. But yes, I was pissed off at him. Is that word cool? I was pissed off with him, but I kind of looked at other people, but I never closed that door on my dad.
So you never closed the door?
No, even though I was a little disappointed in some of the, things that I seen and he said or I'd seen him do, but like I said, because he was my father, I still kept it respectful. But as I got older, I did voice some of my, some of the things I was disappointed in him about. So. But as I teach you, life moves on, regardless, no matter what.
And then you said later in life, did you feel like that was important for you, like to kind of mend that relationship, with your dad?
Like I said, the relationship was there. Even though I knew my father was doing wrong, I still was going to see wherever he was staying. And my father either stayed in like a rent for room or a assisted living place. No matter where he was at, I always made sure he seen me, and as you know, I made sure he seen you and your sister. And that helped him, do good and to a point. But as I learned, a person that has problems is deeper, and it's something that me personally I couldn't really change. I couldn't put that in my dad that he needs to get it together. That was something that he was gonna have to figure out. But like I said, he had his moments. He got better later. He got real good. Later in life, he got himself together. He got to a assisted living place that he was really doing good. Doing good. He stopped drinking and he was kind of listening to the lady that ran the household. So, but like I said, it was good and bad throughout. So.
Okay. Well, perfect. Yeah. Definitely R.I.P. to Grandpa. Definitely R.I.P. to Grandpa. I know. Like on these Father's Days, you know, how you doing, like as a man checking, how you doing? I mean, like just feeling how
I
you feel.
mean, you think about them moments with your dad. I mean, I get a little emotional, because he's no longer here. But
I got you. Like, it's I'm always thankful for you, Dad. For real. Because like y'all, I don't think you understand. Like you made me who I am today. For real. Like, and I'm always gonna appreciate you for whatever you do. Um, I know at times we butt heads, but it's just just us being men sometimes. But ain't nothing you want the best. Yeah.
that's normal. That is normal. Bumping heads, even though we had a few disagreements in life, but the relationship we have, I never want that door to close. And as you know, even though we bumped heads, I was disappointed that it got to that far because I never thought, man, you would get to that point. But you was growing up to be a man. I knew it was gonna happen, but I really didn't think it would happen. But it did. But it didn't destroy anything. We didn't say little few words in there, but we still talk. But like I said, that's part of life. That's life. And like I said, family had disagreements. At the end of the day, you try to make peace of it. So especially my son personally, I didn't want that to kill what we had all them other years because there's way more good times than bad times. I can honestly say that, and I think you might agree with that. There's way more good times than bad.
No, I say that 100%. I agree with that. I don't care. Like you was there every single way, and you always kept a smile on my face. I don't care. Like just one little disagreement between it's never gonna hurt our relationship. Going forward because at the end of the day, I want us to be on the same page so we can keep after looking after those eyes. And I want him to know that what is like that father and dad relationship. And then you always kept that. And I appreciate you for that. But what would you say is kind of your proudest moment as a father?
When you first was born, man, they put that baby in my arms. You just get a joy. I don't probably only Ben probably can explain it, but you just get a feeling. You like, wow, this is like part of something I created. And then right then and there, you realize it's not about just you no more. So you do your best to try to live right. I mean, live life right. So, cause you pretty much you got to lead by example. I mean, just like me, I always tell you through the good and bad, you gotta keep going, cause life ain't gonna stop just because something bad in my life happened. You gotta keep on striving. I always try to tell you, don't be judged by your bad mistakes. It's always up. And then always another thing I used to always tell you, you gonna know who truly loves you when you make a mistake. Who gonna still be in your corner? Because folks will turn on you quick, even family members. But I can never do it, even though I'm disappointed in some family members. But I always love my family, no matter what. And yes, we get angry at each other. We might not speak, but eventually we come back around to each other. Some people need a couple days or a couple hours to let it really sink in, and then like, okay, this ain't really worth it. Let's get back on track.
Uh, that's definitely facts. That's definitely facts. Um, and then what would you what would you say is kind of the funniest thing that Mia Taylor ever said or did?
Sean Taylor said,
Or said or did.
well, you, and I'm sure you know, is the day when you cut your hair with this razor. When your grandmother called me and tried to, butter me up, say don't be mad at him. It's just your son and this something. But when I seen it, it was funny, but I couldn't laugh right then and there. You know what I told you? If I wasn't tired, I would have took you to the mall and sat you in front of that mall so people can walk by and laugh at you, cause so you can really understand what you did. I mean, you could have hurt yourself because you did it with a razor, but I think you said because of your cousin say you was hairy like an ape or something. Yeah.
so so the more of that story, my dad said, like you said, the funniest moment. It's fun. His funniest moment of me was when I cut myself bald. So my cousins was making fun of me. They in here all and he back there, all back there, and then Dominic was making fun of me, and then they was like, "Man, you hairy like a monkey or something." And I took it personal, real personal. So I went in the bathroom and I started. What's up, man? Huh? You okay? And then I started shaving my head like a crazy person, and my arms. So as you see, it's a crazy story, but you know when you get bullied by your cousins, they make you do crazy things. but, but yeah, the moral story is don't cut your hair, you know, with a razor and when you're young. Right? Yeah, and be happy with yourself, you know, because that's what that was. That's a huge lesson right there. Be happy with yourself. That's a good way to put it. Um, okay. What's up, man? Oh, I think we got Hawk. We got Hawk. We got Hawk, y'all. We got Oz that talk to him. Oh.
It's the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hawk. And, so what would you say kind of makes you a great father? What would you think?
What makes you great? I tell you this: being a father is not something that you read. I kind of growing up, I kind of stayed around older people and kind of looked, especially my aunt's husband, Uncle Curtis. I learned a lot from him. I mean, as far as being about a family guy, I mean, when I say I learned a lot, I learned a lot just by looking. So I didn't never plan on having kids, but as I got older, you know, it happened. It happened. I mean, growing up, I never said that I wanted kids. Not saying it's a bad thing, but one thing I will say, and I want to put it out there, you can't truly be I'm not going to say you truly can't, because I think there's some great dads out here, but when you have a solid partner, I mean, a solid kid's mother, wife, whatever you want to call it, it makes a lot of things easy, man. When you work as a team, it's like, it's great. I can honestly say that. It's a great thing when you got a solid partner, man. I'm telling you.
He said be there and then having a partner, man. I think that's definitely key. You know, I think you and mom definitely paved the way. You know, and showed me and Tay like definitely what it's like. You know, to raise two kids and then be real successful. I think we turned out pretty well so far.
I'm proud of y'all. I mean, y'all continue to do the thing. I'm proud of y'all, and I do let y'all know that I'm proud of y'all. I love y'all a lot. I mean, y'all made me help me become a better man as I'm growing up. But I'm proud of y'all, even though I tell y'all gonna have bumps. And another thing I say to you and your sister, always have an A, B, C, D, E, F, G plan. Just because things ain't gonna always go as planned, and y'all, I'm sure y'all finding that out. But you gotta keep striving. You gotta keep striving, no matter what. And you know what I always say: keep what? No matter what. No matter what.
I mean that's it. The foundation is faith. You know, everything is really built on hope. And that, honestly, if you really think about family, that's what family is built on. You know, you build that foundation of family and creating that strong rock, you know, together. But now that's kind of all I had today, Dad. Now with a couple questions. Huh? What do you want to tell her? Talk to him.
Well, the funniest thing my daughter said, it wasn't funny at the moment, but when I think about it, she hit the what you say, hit the nail on the head, whatever you say that term. Man, one day I was fussing with her. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I was fussing with my daughter about something. I can't remember the exact thing, but it's one thing I did teach my kids. You can speak your mind, but you're going to be respectful about it. So I was fussing at her, and my daughter looked me dead in my eyes, man, gonna say, I don't know what you fussing at me for because I act just like you. But right then and there, I swear I could not laugh. I had to keep a straight face. But when I got in that bedroom, I had to shut the door, man. I was in there, I mean, dying laughing. I'm telling you, because it was the truth, man. Like I tell her, my daughter is very outspoken, pretty much just like me. And and her mom too. Don't get me lying. Both of them got a little bit of both of us in it, but they are their own people. But they do got a little bit of both of us in it. And like I said, as I said before, I'm extremely proud of my kids, man. To watch them grow up from kids to adults, and as you see, as you know, my son, he has a son now, and it's like I'm still in shock about it. I'm still in shock because man, him had these conversations, but hey, life, it happens. And like I said, you can see he's doing a really good job. He's there, and I'm proud of him, the man and the father that he's becoming. So I'm proud of them, and I love them both. I mean, a lot, a lot.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you always, Dad. Thank you. All right. And that's all I have for y'all today, man. Like I said, we here on Father's Day, with my dad, yours truly, Mike Sawyer Sr., Coach Mike here. We enjoy your Father's Day. We'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out, people. Thank you.